right, hello, everybody. Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Yo.
What's
Uh,
good?
Not much. Here, let me go ahead and just drop the intro here. So, hey guys, how's it going? My name is Justin,
And I'm Philip.
and you're watching or listening to episode 425 of DangIT Prodcast. Welcome back, everybody. We got Phil on the other
Yo,
line.
what's good? What's good? I know it's been a while.
Phil, I like the hat that you got going on.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. This is actually official.
Is it?
I got it. Yeah, I got it from a Nintendo rep.
Oh, okay.
I got it from what year did Smash for Wii U come out? 2014. So they played it
some of
at
that.
Evo in 2015. The year Splatoon 3 was coming, or Splatoon 1 was coming out.
Oh, wow.
And so we
Splatoon
actually
1.
got to demo Splatoon 1 at Evo.
That's cool.
Which is cool, but like it's not a fighting game. So like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
like you can kind of squeeze it as just being a versus game.
Yeah. So I got this, and then the pin was
Ooh,
I got the pin as well, and so I just put it on because it looked cool.
nice.
And
Well,
yeah,
yes. Just let people know in advance. We might actually have Mark jumping in. He's just a little bit late for today, but nevertheless, we do have quite a bit of stuff happening this past week. But first of all, Phil, how have you been?
tired. Very tired.
I got like 4 cups of like caffeine related drinks in me. Not
Well,
me,
I
but
mean,
yeah.
I've been doing a lot of overtime in my day job and just became a certified trainer.
Ooh,
So I've been training some new hires and they're learning
okay.
pretty quick. And then I also on top of that, just I got an interview for a backup lead position. So we'll see how that goes. I should know by next week.
Okay, all right.
And yeah, that's gonna be exciting. We'll find out.
Okay, cool. But any games that you've been playing this past week as well?
Playing. So actually, I'm really proud of myself. I've been
Mhm.
actually beating a couple of Switch games. In the time
How
frame,
could
I
you?
know,
You're
I
supposed to be
know.
annoyed like I
How
am.
how dare I finish my games? How, God, you know what? I'm just gonna go throw away my Switch. I'll be right back.
Oh, I got a
That's
shower.
so on stream we've been playing Blue Fire. We're almost done. There's like one thing I need to find to get to this one boss to get to the end, and it's really
Okay.
annoying. I can't find it. So I'm
Oh, okay.
hoping maybe tomorrow morning I can find it. We'll find out.
All right.
But Blue Fire is fun. It's a 3D platformer with Zelda elements. It's really cool because you actually have to do dungeons, but it is this 3D platformer, and it
Mhm.
still even has like the Z targeting, like the Z targeting like Zelda
Oh,
does.
yeah.
It's really cool. It's a pretty fun game.
Okay.
I definitely recommend that one. I also beat recently Blazing Chrome.
Blazing Chrome.
Yes, it is a kind of a run and gun style game like Contra. It's inspired by games like Contra 3. It's very hard.
Hmm.
It's about 6-7 levels, but I beat it. It's very hard, but I definitely recommend it. It's a lot of fun.
Got you.
It's a lot of fun. And then I also ended up beating Gris.
Oh, Chris. Okay.
Yes, I finally sat down to play it and I realized how good that game is. Gris is really good. The music was fantastic. The visuals were outstanding. It ran at a smooth 60 frames on the Switch. It was
Nice.
good. It was really good, and I really enjoyed that game.
Okay.
Other than that, pretty sure I beat a couple of other games.
Oh, okay.
Trying to remember real quick.
Mark was in the chat just earlier. He's just saying so far he's just been getting his ass whooped in Iceborne with a monster called Velkhana.
Oh boy.
Nice. I honestly have been stuck in just like Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, and I don't have to do it, but I really want to at this point. I'm so like sucked into the whole like hunt
I feel it.
armor like stuff, and they just keep adding these updates that helps you to build your character even more to go further beyond.
To go even further.
Goku, don't. Your body can't
Oh
take
my
it.
god. Did you end up playing that Fortnite event? I actually didn't get a chance to.
Not even that can rope me back in.
I Oh my god. I wanted to. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I was just so busy over that weekend.
Yeah, I got you.
I
I
do
know the
remember
rope
one other
got roped
game.
into that.
I do remember one other game I beat. I actually beat for the first time ever. Now, granted, I beat the remake, and I'll explain why that's a little different. But I finally beat for the first time ever Panzer Dragoon.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I've always wanted to play it. As someone who is not, I'm a Nintendo fanboy, right?
Okay, yeah.
Growing up, I didn't play a lot of Sega games. So nowadays, I play a lot of them, and I'm pretty like knowledgeable in the libraries. But the Sega Saturn eludes me. I would like to really one day sit down and try to get or play through some of those games. But I got the remake, and I want to say I think I need to play the original because I I think it's all right. I think it's not amazing, but I think it's an all right game. But from what I'm told, that the original was much better. So
Okay.
I do want to play the original one day. Trying to remember. I could have sworn I beat something else recently.
Desero saying nah, he's lying. He's probably being panty party.
No, that's Anaya. Anaya's a god at that game for some reason.
He's
I
a
don't know.
god
I
at
don't
that
know
game.
how. Don't ask me how. I just know that he is.
The dude just trust me policy. Okay.
Yeah, the dude just dude. We played it. We played that game as a
Okay.
joke. We
Yeah. All
played
right.
it as a. We played it as a
Don't even
joke
elaborate. I got you. I got you.
multiplayer, and this dude destroyed me, and I don't know how. For anybody who doesn't know what that game actually is,
Hmm.
I can actually describe it in detail. It's pretty funny. It's not what you think Panty Party is. Like if you hear the name Panty Party, you're like, what is this? Stop. I'm calling the police. But
Now hear me out.
now hear me out. The game is a up to 4 player split screen arena shooter.
Hmm.
You actually play as the pair of panties, and they have abilities, and they have guns, and they have bazooka, like they have weapons, and the whole point is to kill each other in the battlefield.
The panty raid.
Yeah, I
Exactly
think
what I was
that's the
thinking.
joke. I think that's the joke. And like one's a samurai, and they're voice acted, by the way.
What?
Yeah.
What is this?
They're like I don't know how to explain this game. I don't know what else I could say, but like it's not what you think it is. It's rated E, I think on the eShop, E10 or something like that.
I don't even want to like search it.
I got it because my friends were like, oh, because at the time I was trying to get everything from Play Asia, like the East Asia
Oh,
soft
yeah,
games, and they did a physical copy of it. And I was like, man, I've never been so tempted to skip a game in my life.
yeah.
But then my friends were like, Ann and I included, was like, no, you got to do it. You got to do it. Like you're already deep in this. You got to get it for the collection. And I was like, oh, God, I'm really about to spend $30.
You just have to say collection. You have to use the C word.
Yeah, and I ended up spending $30. This was like in 2019. Um, and it sits on my shelf. Yeah,
All right, all right.
I don't know what
I
else to
must have
do with
missed
it.
that. I must have missed that one when I was looking.
Yeah, trust. I'm upset that I didn't.
It's one of the prestigious games I don't share to people.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say. To that I really. It has multiplayer.
Does it
I
have rollback?
Oh lordy, oh lordy. Yes, let's continue.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
other than that, I really don't remember what else I beat. I know I beat one more game in between, but
Oh.
yeah, I wanted to start going through some of the smaller games that I had
Yeah.
before I jumped into the beast that is Xenoblade Chronicles 3. So I have been
Yeah.
playing it finally, like actually sitting down with it.
Okay.
Oh man, that game is good. That's a good ass game. That's a good game. That's I'm barely on chapter 1. I know it's a good ass game because I've been
Damn.
sitting on there for like 5 hours just roaming around,
Just looking.
just looking.
I've been trying to like dig into the smaller library as well, as far as games that I could just kind of like get through in just like a couple hours. Although, granted, one of them might be interesting because I think it's more roguelike than I ever had imagined. But I think I have it down here actually.
Roguelike,
It's
huh?
one of these. Oh yeah. So I finally decided to jump into like One Step from Eden, and
Ooh,
it's
ooh,
definitely more challenging than I thought, and it's definitely
yeah.
making me want to go back for more because obviously I'm a huge Mega Man Battle Network fan, so I'm just down for it. And the other one's actually just Sonic Colors Ultimate, and I'm playing that on the Xbox
Okay.
right now. And I would say that the gameplay itself was fine. The presentation is kind of weird, and part of it is because
What do
of
you mean?
like you may not notice it at first because they don't really put any attention to it as much, but you see that the cutscenes aren't really like at that same level like rendering as like the gameplay and everything like that. It looks
Oh,
like how it
okay.
was from the same old
Yeah.
resolution from like the Wii era with just like updated like subtitles. Um,
So I think I don't really notice it as much because I beat it on Switch.
hmm,
I actually beat the Switch version instead of playing it on like Xbox or PlayStation, which I understand that the Xbox and PlayStation version runs better. So I would like to one day, but yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but I
otherwise
understand
it's
what you
fun.
mean.
I'm currently in. I cleared 2 worlds, so I just need to go to like the third one
So
right now.
you beat Tropical Resort and Sweet Canyon?
Sweet Canyon, and then the next one's gonna be the carnival. That
Oh, Starlight Carnival. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Starlight Carnival. I really like Sonic Colors. It was one of the games that got me back into playing Sonic games. It was really fun back on the Wii. And then I bought Ultimate, and I think Ultimate's fine. I don't
Hmm.
think it's bad. I would say it doesn't really matter which version you play. I don't really it doesn't matter. Just play Sonic Colors.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just especially since it's on like the current platforms now, you might as well
Yeah,
if you missed it on the Wii.
I wouldn't say Ultimate is a straight up replacement, but I would definitely say it's the most accessible version.
Also, just you seen the chat here? It's Mark. He's up to no good. He's just saying G-string mains are cracked with the Fancy Party slash Victoria's Secret collab.
Stop.
Also redeem the
Stop.
water. Okay.
Okay, cool. Thank you. God damn. Oh man. But other than that, I know I beat one other game and I can't remember. But yeah. But yeah. Oh, I did play Wave Race 64.
Oh, nice. How's that?
Yeah, I
That just
played
got
it on
announced recently.
stream. Played it on stream. And you know, when I was younger, I thought I was so good at that game. And I thought the same thing when I beat normal. I said, easy. I don't know why we even trying. Hard mode kicked my ass. I did not think that that game could get so difficult, and it did really fast. Now I beat hard mode. Now I'm on expert, and expert. I can't even get past 3 races before the game says, "Nah, you're not just not good enough to keep
No,
going."
no, no.
And I was
Just
like, "Whoa!"
stop.
So,
Start from the
um,
beginning.
yeah, but I beat it because it recently got added to the Switch N64 app.
Oh yeah.
So really good game though. But like difficulty aside, that game is phenomenal. It's one of the best 64 games in my opinion, and like really shows off like what the early 64 games could do in terms of like physics. Because of the
Hmm.
water. The water physics are so much fun, but they're also dumb. Like like please be very the way you control your jet ski is really hard.
Hmm.
But the music, ooh, is phenomenal.
Okay. All right. All right.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. It looks like Phil will take. It'll be a minute for like Mark to come back. Actually.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
here.
Shoot. Was there any other game I was not entirely. No. I've just been trying to focus on just clearing like those games as well as whatever things of Monster Hunter. It's just a lot, and the updates for Sunbreak aren't really going to end until like next year, foreseeably. But I'm hoping that there's a nice break in between like late September to winter for me just to like fit like one game into like a stream or something like that. Ghost Hand, hey, how's it going? Texturing of the old 32 to 64 games have the strange magic in them. Yeah, it's interesting when you start to see the perspective of like those games in a different light. I wanted to bring this up like later on, but Sakurai talking about like the development of like Kirby's Dream Land was really interesting because you know it's one of those games where like, or even the franchise itself is like known to be very easy, and when you put that into perspective of like just how games are developed during that era, especially the NES, you have like a different like take on it afterwards. So yeah,
Yeah,
like
any NES games were definitely interesting. They have very interesting developments, like cycles.
mhm. So what's interesting is that you like games like I'll just say like Mario 64 for example have like an aesthetic to them. But the minds behind those that developed it had like a similar vision as those who made like say Galaxy. They were just kind of limited with just whatever tech they got, but the vision was there for sure.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, Sakurai starting his channel though is really cool. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
gonna say that. I think it's fun that he puts it in layman's terms and for everybody who want like it's definitely very tech talk,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't have to go into so much detail to where someone who doesn't know can't understand. Like
Yeah.
they'll learn a basic form of what he's talking about. And that's
Yeah.
really cool to me.
He talked about the frames recently. And
Yes.
granted, like you've helped educate me as far as like the differences, especially like the regions. But
Oh
for
god.
those who didn't know
Yes.
about that, like that was like that's literally your general education when it came to frame rate stuff. So it was kind of crazy for him to like start talking about that.
It's really cool. It's really cool. But yeah, Sakurai starting his channel. It's
Mm-hmm.
about to already be one of the best YouTubers.
He's
Yeah,
already accrued quite a lot of subscribers. It's a lot of clout
quite a
right there.
lot.
Good
Pretty
for him
crazy,
though.
honestly.
Hopefully, he makes enough money to like offset all the time he spent with Smash Bros. Ultimate.
He just needs a break.
Mm-hmm.
My
This is his
goodness.
retirement. YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
We're in the best era now.
Did you see the way he puts his Switch? Like how the way he displays his consoles?
uh, was that
He
in the about trailer? I don't remember that
no,
one.
he puts this on Twitter. Like he actually took a picture of his setup, and
Oh,
it's a really nice setup,
okay.
except for the Switch. It kills me. Sakurai, my boy, please flip the Switch upright. You're scaring me. You're scaring me right now. He has the dock sideways, and so he like inserts the Switch like an oven.
Ain't no way.
I
I need to
was
see this.
terrified. I was legitimately terrified. I said, "Oh hell no! The vent is on the bottom, man. What are we doing?"
Oh my god.
I was like, "Dude, you're gonna blow up your Switch. What are you doing?" But yeah, no, it was really funny. I do love his setup though. It's really beautiful.
Hmm.
It's very elegant. I was very jealous, honestly.
Oh no, I just saw it. What?
I, yeah, I was like, "What is he doing? What is this man?" I'm actually,
Ain't no way.
he thinks exactly like anybody else who collects and plays games. Every single console he has plugged in is the exact same ones I have plugged in.
Oh, gotcha.
It covers ground for mostly everything. It would
Okay.
be for anybody who's curious, it'd be Series X by itself if you're talking about the Xbox, because that can run most Xbox 360, Xbox One, and Series X games.
Mm-hmm.
PS5, PS4, PS3, those are all separate. And then your Switch and Wii U, and then minis.
Nice, nice,
Those
nice.
are those pretty much cover most of the bases.
Yeah, I actually do like. I'm now. Yeah, I'm now starting to see like the setup and everything. Man.
Obviously the minis aren't a complete replacement unless you hack them. But hey, you know,
That's
Speaking of
interesting. Sorry.
speaking of minis,
I was actually looking at like the plugs a little bit more. Like one, he has them labeled actually, so it's Xbox,
yes.
PlayStation 5, and the Switch. But also the fact that like these plugs are actually connected to like pretty much an L-shaped like plug, so it stays flushed. I was like, whoa, do we have any of that?
I know, right? It's just so just looks so elegant.
Mm.
I love it. Mine just looks all like thrown together.
Yeah, mine are just kind of like tucked behind like monitors and like
Yeah.
in like a corner. I did move my Switch dock. It used to just sit on top of like my gaming PC, like in the way back. So whenever I need to change games or a game card, I literally have to get up and like just overreach. But now it's just like
Oh
it's now just
my.
right here, as it
Oh
should be.
my. Oh my. I mean, I have two Switch docks, so like one, my main OLED one sits on my big TV, and then
Mhm.
my old dock that I use for my older Switch sits right here, which is how I stream.
Right, right.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to get another dock, but I was like, I don't know if I can really justify. Plus, I already had the
It's
one that I bought like for the office space. I think Anai is currently using that one.
yeah, it's very convenient in my opinion. I mean, like you play Switch like that, but I have three docks in this house. But
Whoa.
to be fair, I have three Switches in this house. So it's not like I purposely bought the docks. Like I ended up like because I have my OLED, which is my main Switch now.
Hmm.
Then my previous day one Switch is displayed in my game room. And
Okay.
then my wife's Animal Crossing variant.
Which is dope.
Yeah, it's really nice. So that one sits in the living room.
Hmm.
And so whenever I want to just play and just chill in the living room, I just use her dock.
Nice, nice, nice.
Then
It's interesting because like you have you have the living room and you have the game room, and I I always walk past it, but I always feel like the gaming room is like the dedicated like living room.
my game room is definitely like wow, I can't even say definitely. It's definitely my little haven. It's my little space. Little with quotation marks. But
Hmm.
it's yeah, it's my little space of just being here with the stuff like the things that I love for
Hmm.
sure. But the living room is when we host like parties and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Obviously the game room can only hold so many people, so obviously the living room is the optimal choice for like that those kind of things. But I definitely have my game room set up for like 3 or 4 players for sure, like the max.
Oh, yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely not designed for 8 players. Have we done 8 players before here? Yes.
Certainly, you make it work.
You make it work, but yes.
Okay. Checking back in the chat, Ghost Ham was saying, I do wonder if Sakurai is into some PC gaming since he's on record saying they love stuff like old Doom FPS games. I'm pretty sure, actually.
Oh, I'm 100% sure he's got to be.
He might, I mean, hell, he might talk about it later on.
He
Um,
probably uses PC gaming like as much as I do, which means what I mean by that is I use it for very specific PC exclusive stuff. Like
mhm,
I love playing stuff like Doom and Wolfenstein and Quake on PC.
mhm.
Recently, oh, you know what? I've been recently playing Quake Champions.
Yeah,
Game is
yeah,
really
yeah.
good. The Quake Champions, the Ross, like it's a free to play game, but the Game Pass perk now is that you can get all the characters for free.
That's crazy. What?
So it's on technically on Game Pass now. So I've been using Game Pass for PC so I can play Quake Champions. It's really good.
Nice, 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 nice.
And yeah,
Mark was also saying Japanese players begging for a Final Fantasy 16 Steam version after play PS5 price cut, or sorry, raise.
oh, are we gonna get into that? Do we have to? Yeah, I
I,
think we have to. Huh?
yeah, it's interesting
It's a,
because
it's in. What was the reasoning? Was it because? Well, let's actually talk about it first, I guess.
sure, okay.
Yeah, I guess I so from what my understanding is that Sony is raising the price of the PlayStation 5
Mm-hmm.
in certain regions. I think the US is the one of the only ones that's not affected.
Okay.
So for us, the MSRP price is still
Oh,
for a disc version is still
$4.99.
499.99.
Mm-hmm. But then yeah.
Everywhere else though, it's getting a price increase. And if you translate it, so for the sake of this discussion, if you
Mhm.
translate the money, it's around 550, 560.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a pretty big increase.
Yeah, I believe. I mean, it could be. These are just general like reasons, but it could just be due to inflation, due to like necessitating like specific like components.
I thought that's what it was for. A lot of people seem to think it's just because Sony thinks they have that kind of clout, but you don't just raise the price of that for no reason, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
There has to be like an actual business decision. Laws have to be put in place. So like I understand why. I just don't like it.
Right, right, right. Of course.
Like I understand why. I'm not going to be too upset about it, especially cuz I already have mine, so it's not like for okay, it doesn't affect people who already have one, right?
Right.
It affects people who want one, and it's still
Mm.
hard to get one.
It's kind of like
Kind of.
the Quest 2 actually. It used to be a
Yeah.
certain price, but then they actually marked it up like possibly $100 more as of like I think August.
Mhm. I think there's certain components that are getting expensive and they need to pay that increase. So as of right now, it's just Sony. Nintendo, I believe Nintendo's been questioned about it, and they said that why would they up the price for something that's been out for almost seven, or it's almost going to be year six. So why?
It's like yeah, no, why? Especially it's like with some older hardware.
Yeah, next year we'll be starting year six. This is year five still, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like, and I believe Xbox has not said anything yet.
I could have sworn that they also said that they weren't planning on doing that either.
No, I don't think so.
Hmm.
But I also think that's because well, I actually don't know why. I really don't know. It's an interesting thing though.
Mm. But checking in with the chat again, Ghost Sam was saying I would adore if they had someone like Gordon Freeman or Team Fortress 2 person in next Smash. Mark was also saying hope Chiefs in the next one, but he also mentioned that there's this cool new free to play looter shooter coming from Nexon called The First Descendant.
Oh, I did hear about this.
Oh,
Yes, kinda. To it, I don't believe I saw the trailer. I just read about it.
okay.
It sounds cool. I'm always wary about looter shooters because we don't know the
Do-
staying power of them, I guess.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm actually gonna take a look at that too.
So
See what-
just it's very hard for games to be free, like free to play games to stay nowadays. Like there's already the established ones.
Right. And the question
That
of how you
doesn't
can, distinguish yourself out of those is the next
yeah.
question before,
Now that doesn't mean you can't like be out here trying, you know what I mean? Like Rumbleverse
right.
I hear is doing really well. And Fall Guys has now become like one of the biggest ones now that it transitioned to free to play.
Yeah.
And then Multiverses is out here doing free to play stuff too. So it's really just like you got to know, you got to read the room.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't be another Hyperscape.
Hmm. I think as far as looter shooters, what would be the immediate competition for First Descendant would probably be what was that game called? That's third
Well,
person.
is Looter Shooter free to play in general? Is that not?
I'm not sure if that's a
I'm
general
trying to
sense. I'm pretty
remember. Let
sure
me
it
see.
kind of is, but it would have to contend with an already well-known one, which the name escapes me, but Mark does talk about it a couple times here and there whenever there's an update or something. I don't remember what it was though.
I'm looking it up right now.
Destiny's a looter shooter. Oh yeah, that is free
Destiny
now.
is a looter shooter. You're right.
Yeah, but it
Destiny
wasn't
would be the best
Destiny per
comparison.
se. It was another
Hmm.
cool one. But yeah,
Okay. Yeah, it is going to be free to play. Yes.
cool,
I looked it
cool.
up. Yeah, it looks fine. I'm not really into the free to play looter shooters myself, but
Hmm.
Destiny was cool. It's all right.
Destiny was cool, yeah. What I
Yeah.
played of it. So
I dropped it pretty quickly, unfortunately, but yes.
yeah, it's just part of like the wave of things. This has been getting a
But
lot better since the split from Activision. Oh, nice. Okay.
I'm sure it has. Honestly, I won't lie to you. I would like to try it. I know that there's a PS5 Series X version,
Mhm.
so I would definitely download it on my PS5 and try it out.
That's cool. Funny enough, Nexon also made Maple Story.
They
Jesus.
did. Nexon made Maple Story a long time ago.
My God, dude.
If I'm not mistaken, isn't Nexon the owner of DNF, Dungeons and
No
Fighters?
way, is it?
I could have sworn. Could have sworn.
Now I gotta know.
Yeah, I'm looking it up too because I'm curious.
Let me see. I mean, it is kind of tied to it.
Oh no, it's Neopol. It's Neopol. I
Neopol.
get the confused.
It's a South Korean subsidiary of Nexon.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Well, I was right on the money.
Damn. That's
That's funny.
crazy. Small world.
That's funny.
I'm now
But
becoming more
yeah.
aware of these parent companies like Embracer Group and whatnot.
Oh, yo, do you want to talk about that too? The
I
Embracer
know
Group
you
stuff.
wanted to talk about it. I'm pretty sure you want to talk about it if you were here last week. So I just did a very
I
light coverage of that.
I mean, everybody seems to be freaking out about it because like what they bought. So like if you guys look at the list of what they bought, it's very interesting. They ended up buying the entire IP of the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
They bought the entire Middle Earth IP. I said, "What? How did you just buy that from Warner Brothers? How does that even make sense?"
That's now mine.
They literally bought an entire IP. They didn't just buy a company, they didn't buy like a game or something. They bought the rights to the Middle Earth like legacy. How does that work?
What are you gonna do with that?
What do you do? Like, what do you do with that situation? You literally bought the rights from Warner Brothers. You own the movies now. What is that? How does that work? But yeah, that was a wild one to me. That was the most wild one. And then obviously I know why everyone was gonna ask me for that question. Yes, they bought limited run games. And from what I know, that's a good thing. Um from what I've been reading, from what I've been like seeing from the owners of Limited Run, they're still going to be in control. They're
Mhm.
still going to run the business the same. What the Embracer Group like purchase means is that they now have a parent company that can fund them.
Nice.
So maybe it could lead into better deals with better companies. They can have more staying power. You know what I mean? Like they can try and work more to get better to get more games published physically.
Nice.
That's what they're saying. I don't know. It
Not
was
sure if it's
pretty wild
yeah.
to see that. It was pretty wild to see that. Speaking of Embracer Group, this as of this week, the Square Enix transition has been finalized.
Oh,
So they now own the American studios that Square Enix used to own, the
Oh, okay.
Western studios. So they now officially own Tomb Raider, Deus Ex, Hitman. I think Hitman already separated a long time ago, but they also own oh man, they own like the Legacy of Kain series. They own a lot of the
Hmm.
Eidos, Crystal
Oh,
Dynamics.
okay.
Um, and I'm trying to remember the other company as well. But yeah, they own a lot of those companies now. The big
Hmm.
one's Tomb Raider, obviously.
Hmm.
And then Square Enix ended up only keeping Life is Strange.
Which is weird, but okay.
Nah, that's a moneymaker for them. That game
Hmm.
makes them money.
Okay, that's fair enough.
So it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Embracer Group out here buying everybody. And if you
And
would
then
like to
Microsoft
buy me
swoops in.
out, please.
Embracer Group, hold on.
Embracer Group, if you would like to buy me out, that is fine. We can work in the deal. I
That'd
don't
be
know what I
so
offer.
weird.
I don't know what I offer, but money. Hey, we'll talk.
It's like the whole Russian doll scheme. You got a limited run, it's like the little one, and you got Embracer Group, and then here comes Microsoft, like,
Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, Embracer Group is wilding right now. They're just buying a lot of companies. But yeah,
Man.
do you wanna do pickups?
Yeah, sure. Actually,
Do you have any?
I got two. I
Cool.
got the two.
I got 4 from the time I've been gone. So,
Since you've been gone.
oh my god, oh my god, you really did that. Okay. So, like, do you want to go first with me?
Sure. I can go first. So this is due in part by the fact that we got another update about the eShop. It's nothing new. It's just within the time frame that this is happening. So everyone knows about the 3DS and the Wii U eShops closing down. At a certain point, as of March 27, 2023, you're never going to be able to purchase those online digital like games anymore. So not only did I put some money into like going into that Capcom sale for those 3 Ace Attorney games. That's Dual Destinies, Spirit of Justice, and even Apollo Justice.
Dude, weren't those
Um,
like $5 a piece right now?
was that?
Weren't they just like $5 a piece?
Yeah, they were only just five
Oh,
bucks.
hell yeah.
So I just
Hell yeah.
used like whatever credit I just added in there. And I might add a little bit more later on. If you do link your Nintendo account from the Switch to the network IDs from back then, you do bypass what's going on right now, which is as of actually I believe either tomorrow or Monday, you will not be able to add additional funds onto the eShop. So by all means, just go ahead and do that and just get Fire Emblem Awakening, please.
Man. If
But I did pick up some physicals as well because some of these were fair price, and the other one was Monster Hunter, which I'm getting into. So I'm like, I should probably get the physical for this one. It's Monster Hunter Stories, so it's this one, and currently what I have here is just Paper Mario, or no, sorry, Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. So it
nice.
features Paper Mario.
Nice.
I got, I think,
Um
2 to 3 other Mario and Luigi games coming in as well, but
nice.
this is pretty expensive.
I
So
was gonna say, so Monster Hunter Stories is funny for me because I actually okay, I was at work.
mm,
I literally was watching the direct that partner showcase back in the day when they
yeah,
announced Monster Hunter Rise, and then they announced Monster Hunter Stories 2. And as soon as I saw that it was Stories 2, I just paused the direct, went on eBay, bought a copy of Monster Hunter Stories right there. It said, I am not letting that happen. I was dead broke for like a week, but you know what? I'm glad I came up on that. I got it for 25 bucks.
damn, that's crazy.
I immediately didn't even think about it. I just like, nope. I'm just gonna get it right now. I don't even want to. I'm not even gonna
Pause,
try.
pause the direct, looked elsewhere, got it for 20 bucks, resumed playing the direct.
Yep, pretty much. That's how I got it. And then as for Mario and Luigi, I'm actually missing one.
Oh,
I have the entire series, like physically, from Game Boy Advance to now,
oh, okay.
except for one. And it's Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story plus
Uh,
Bowser Jr.'s Journey.
uh you you
The
might be able
3DS
to.
remake.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
also added to my list as well. So
Yes, I
that's
need to
coming
get that.
somewhere like next week or something.
Paper Jam is cool. It's better than Dream Team.
Okay. I also
That's it
added
though.
Dream Team as well. So like I have Dream Team coming along the way, Bowser Inside Story, and I think that might be it actually. Maybe it was just like those 3.
Is it better than Dream Team? Well, okay, here's the problem. I love Mario and Luigi, and I like to rank those games. But I would
Mm-hmm.
definitely say that Paper Jam and Dream Team are low tier.
Okay.
For different reasons. I think Paper Jam has a better pacing,
Okay.
but it feels a little bit less original. Even though it has the Mario motif,
Mm-hmm.
it feels a little less original than the other games. Dream Team has all the charm of a Mario and Luigi game that it needs, has the soundtrack to back it up, but the pacing in that game is god awful. I can beat Mario and Luigi RPGs in like 20 to 30 hours. Tell
Okay.
me why my playtime in Dream Team was 50 or
Oh
like
my god.
60. And I was like, am I done with this game or what? Like,
What's
I thought
happening?
I thought I'd finish. I thought I'd get to close to the end, and no, it just kept going. And I was like, oh, okay, let's keep going, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
My top two would be Superstar Saga and Bowser's Inside Story.
Mm-hmm. I
I
do. Oh.
actually kind of lean the Inside Story a little more.
Okay.
That's my personal like suggestion, but I also know that Superstar Saga is like everyone's favorite. I know
Yeah.
that I know that good friend of ours, Lord Nookington, that is his favorite game of all time, is Superstar Saga. So I get it. I understand. But I
Gotcha,
also wanted to
gotcha.
shout out to Partners in Time. That game is really fun.
Yeah, that
It's a
currently is
little
still kind of locked into the DS era, isn't it?
yeah, yeah, they skipped it, which is unfortunate because it was the game that needed the remake.
Mm.
It was like Superstar Saga is great. It didn't need a remake. It's a good remake. It just didn't need the remake. Bowser Inside Story is also really good. Again, didn't need the remake. Partners in Time has some mechanical things where it was like it could have fixed it,
Mm.
but they didn't. And you know what? It's fine. I love Partners in Time. I love playing that game. It's fun.
Yeah. Aside from those Mario and Luigi games, and currently Monster Hunter Stories on me, I did play somewhere for Ever Oasis as well. I was able to get it for like a pretty good deal as far as just kind of keep it within the MSRP at the time.
I am kicking myself in the ass for that one. I really wish I should have picked up Ever Oasis when it came out.
I really like the charm for it. It's just that at the time, like I was just focusing on other games as well.
That's exactly what happened to me. Switch came out and I think I bought like one 3DS game during the Switch era, like when it came out. And actually I bought like two, let's be honest. I bought Luigi's Mansion Remake, but I also got Metroid Samus Returns. That was
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah, that was really it. And then I totally skipped over some of the other games. Luckily, Best Buy had a sale in 2020 where they were trying to liquidate some of those games. So I was able to get stuff like Hey Pikmin and Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn.
Oh wow, okay.
I was able to get those for like $15 a piece. Yeah, back in 2020. So
Nice though.
oh, and I got Detective Pikachu as well that day. That's what it was.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
So I was able to get some of those. As for Fire Emblem, I only have Fire Emblem. I have all three of them. I have Fire Emblem Awakening, Fates, and my favorite, which is Echoes, Shadows of Valencia. But I only have Birthright when it comes to Fate. So I need to get on the eShop and download Conquest and what's Revelations?
Revelations, yeah.
Yeah. I need to download those before it's too late. Those are the big ones for me.
Yeah, I like personally I just feel like, well, Awakening was definitely the gateway for me to really get into the Fire Emblem games. But for some reason like that one just has a lot more like replayability for me personally. Although I guess to be fair, I never really jumped into like the difficulty curve levels of like Fates. I didn't want to. I've learned my lesson from Awakening about like how difficult it really gets later on.
Yeah.
But
I was like, that game gets tough.
it gets unfairly tough.
Just talk to everybody who's played Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn in America.
Oh my god.
That game is funny because there's easy, normal, and then like I forgot what they call expert is. I forgot what they call expert, but it's actually mistranslated because there's no such thing as an easy mode until Awakening.
Bruh.
So Radiant Dawn, if anybody who plays Radiant Dawn in normal in America, you're actually playing it in hard mode. You should play it on easy because that's normal. That's the real translation.
Interesting. Okay.
Nobody knows that, and so it's considered one of the harder games in the series. And I'm
That's
like, no,
so
it's because you're
funny.
playing. That's because you're playing it wrong.
Damn.
It's great. I love it.
I'm pretty sure I talked about it too, but friend and just an old friend of the channel as well, David. He does have what was it? He does have a copy of like Path of Radiance, and I know he was currently, and like this was at the time where it was like super cheap. But I think he got it like for $15 at the time.
Motherfucker.
And but he was kicking himself because he didn't have like Radiant Dawn. So this was when I was trying to reconnect with him, and I found out that he was looking for that. At the time I was also looking for like retro games actively, so I was like, okay, let me see what I could find. And within that week I found the guy that I usually focus in on had picked up a copy of
Radiant Dawn.
Yeah, Radiant Dawn. And
okay, I was like the Wii one or the GameCube one.
Yeah. it was kind of pricey, but nowhere near as pricey as Path of Radiance.
Oh god damn it, dude. Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. Radiant Dawn's like $100 now.
Yeah, yeah.
And Path of Radiance is even worse, like 250 or something like that. I know Nico Arc in my Discord, he was like, he said that he works at a game store and he sent a picture of the game loose and they were selling it for 220.
Ooh.
And he literally had to say, is this really worth that much? And I was like, yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an expensive GameCube game.
Oh, Mark,
it's not the most expensive. Top 5.
As far as difficulty curves, are you playing it wrong if they translated it wrong?
Well,
that's tough to say. I don't think it's on the player's fault for having that conception of like that.
Yeah, because I mean it's literally labeled easy, normal, and then like whatever hard is.
But it's actually like
crushing.
Crushing.
That's what it's called. Crushing mode. And yeah, you just have to play it on easy, and technically you'll be playing it in normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. It's pretty funny though. I would love to play through those games eventually, but the price for those is disgusting.
Yeah.
I am fortunate that I was able to get a copy of Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, like DS one, the DS remake. I got one for $15 at a swap meet. The guy did not know what he was selling. Guy did not know what he was selling. He said DS game, all right, get rid of it. And it was complete in box. I got the instruction manual and everything.
Gee, like sheesh. And you just like take it.
Dead ass. And I kind of wish I got the Game Boy Advance games, but
it is what it is. Like that's really difficult to find those.
Well, when it comes to the Game Boy Advance games, I have a way to play them.
Oh, right. I see Mark jumping in.
Mark?
Say.
What's
going on?
He said I'm alive.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
here.
Good.
I was gonna say real quick before we get Mark in here. I was gonna say
Mark, you're wrecked. Anyway, Mark, welcome back.
Damn, I have a way to play the Fire Emblem Game Boy games. I have them on Wii U, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're downloadable.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And I highly recommend Sacred Stones. The game is incredible.
Yeah, I was playing a lot. I do have the copy of that through the Ambassadors program on 3DS.
Oh, that's right. It is on there, huh?
Yeah.
Tell me more about your Sacred Stones, Phil.
The Sacred Stones? With pleasure.
Well, if I were to tell you that, they wouldn't be so sacred, would they?
Oh, I see. He's one of those people I don't kiss and tell.
I already tweeted it.
I already tweeted it.
Oh man, but oh yeah, I do have pickups, huh?
Oh yes,
yeah, I do. Yeah, we just went on a tangent about 3DS games and Fire Emblem and Mark.
Fire Emblem, the Sacred Nuts, Stones.
Well, first of all, Mark, how you doing? Good talk, Mark. Good talk. Anyways. Oh my god. Anyways.
There's still silence.
There's still silence. All right. I have 4 Switch games that I got recently.
Oh, Switch games, okay.
Yeah, I'll start with they're all deliveries. So I got these a while back.
Oh, okay.
I'll keep my limited run package for the last one, but let's do this one first. So this is from Special Reserve Games, which is Devolver Digital.
Oh, yeah.
And this specific game is interesting. So this is Demon Throttle. And it is a 8-bit shoot 'em up.
I'm knocking my headphone out of my ear, so.
Okay.
Okay. It's a shoot 'em up, an 8-bit shoot 'em up, like vertically scrolling. But it's not a shooter like per se, like you're not in a spaceship. You play as a cowboy and a demon girl. And they have their own unique like bullets. And essentially you're trying to say these demons stole a chalice, and then they also I'll say it in the way they say it in the game. For the cowboy, that demon kissed my wife. Or something.
Or something.
And essentially it's just a shooter. It's very hard. I found out there's no continues or saves. So if it's game over, it's game over. Back to the beginning, baby.
Yikes.
That was interesting. Now, what makes this game unique is that this is actually a physical only game. This game is
Oh,
never
yeah. I do remember that.
yeah, it's not actually released on the eShop, and it'll never be released on the eShop. This game only exists physically. So they're just never gonna publish it like digitally at all. So this is gonna be one of those rarer games in my collection.
For now.
No, they literally won't. That's the whole gimmick of this game.
Let's be honest, man. They always say they won't till they do.
They won't. This is specifically sold. It literally says on the back, only physical, never digital.
So it does.
Only physical, sometimes digital.
So they're gonna release. I was told that they're gonna release a variant cover of this game and they're gonna put it in stores. But other than that, they're not gonna actually put it on the eShop at all.
People will find a way.
Oh yeah, maybe. Obviously, emulation exists. And then for my limited run package, I got 3 games. So let's start with a game called Haven.
Oh,
we'll turn on this live.
It's that journey game, but with sex.
Beg your pardon?
Yes, but yes, he's correct. But and then the big but here, it's a turn-based RPG of some sort. I've never actually played it. I got it because it's part of the limited run collection stuff, and I'm collecting those. But it is from the developers of Fury.
Oh,
I didn't realize that.
That's right.
I did not realize the game makers made this game. So that's kind of cool. I'm looking forward to playing it. I heard really good things, especially Game Pass owners who played it. It said they really liked this game. So I'm looking forward to playing through this. And then I got 2 big boy games. 2 games that I am literally thrilled to have in my collection. Like, you have no idea. Let's start with this bad boy. I got Dusk.
Oh, cool. Okay.
I got Dusk. This is a retro style first person shooter, kind of like in the style of Doom and Quake. This is actually a new game. It's actually a brand, not new, like it came out in 2018 or 2019.
Oh yeah, I see
on
it.
PC.
It's on the newer side of things.
But it's on the newer side of things, and it was a PC only game, and then they ported it to Switch. The Switch port is literally immaculate. It is 60 frames per second. It looks so clean. It's got all of the levels, and it has its own exclusive survival map mode or survival map. It's based on Mario 64.
What the hell?
That it's Peach's castle. It's the outside.
Whoa, really? That's funny.
And they modeled it after that, and so like it's just armies of like enemies coming at you in that area. It's really funny.
Okay.
This game is fantastic. I was playing it, and I only wanted to play like 1 or 2 levels, and I beat the whole episode. I couldn't put it down. It's such a good game. Literally, I'm gonna like try and play through the other 2 episodes later. I really love this game. I'm really happy to have that. But arguably, my favorite pickup out of the 4 really, is a little indie shooter. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of this game. It's called Quake.
Yeah, I've heard of it a couple times.
It's a small one. Small.
Some kind of game that exists, I guess. Like they made it.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, no.
Anyway,
no.
That's all.
Quake is one of the, if not, it's like up there as like one of the best first-person shooters of all time. Like it is
also one of the first first-person shooters of all time.
No, that honor goes to Wolfenstein 3D. So this is
like one of the originals. It's like Quake, Wolfenstein, and Doom, isn't it?
Well, yeah, and they're all made by the same developer. It's software.
Yeah,
which is really crazy. It goes Wolfenstein 3D. Then they ended up making Doom, then Doom 2. And then essentially they made the jump to full 3D with Quake. So Quake is essentially the first id software shooter to be like to actually have a real camera to actually aim in all directions. And it's got like an interesting mix of like gothic and like I would say machinery. It's such an interesting visual style, and the game is incredible. The Switch port shouldn't exist. I don't know how this is sorcery. The game runs 60 frames, like
Damn.
no drops.
That's
Little drops
Sakurai
here
saying,
and
"I
there.
got you."
I don't know how. No, it's not Microsoft. This is Night Dive. Night Dive Studios developed this port. So if
I
you
know. I
play,
said that's Sakurai. He's like, "Hey, if I get the guy Phil,
Sakurai showed up to Night Dive and said, "Guys, this is how you do it."
You're in the next match, guaranteed. If you do this,
This
No,
is how you do it.
if you guys don't know what Night Dive is, they're the same team who ended up doing the ports for Turok 1, Turok 2, Doom 64. Their
there's a
recent
series I haven't seen in a long time.
Turok is fantastic. I've actually been playing a lot of Turok recently too, but I'm looking into collecting the rest of the series. So we'll probably get to that one day. But
Like I haven't seen a Turok game in God knows how long.
the recent Turok ports are fantastic, Mark. You should play them on Xbox.
Wonder if they'll ever bring Turok back.
They did. Turok 1 and 2 are on Xbox One.
I don't know, I'm talking about like a new Turok.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Night Dive owns the rights, so maybe.
It's all on them then.
I mean,
But,
hey, shooting in dinosaurs, it works.
I know that recently Night Dive announced, or Limited Run announced, that they're going to do a copy of Power Slave Exhumed. That's another fantastic first-person shooter, and Night Dive's doing the port, so you already know. But Quake is phenomenal. I actually played this split screen the other day, 4 players. It was amazing.
Whoa.
This is, in my opinion, the best. Like, if you're gonna have a local multiplayer, like first-person shooter, Quake is the one to have for Switch. It is, in my opinion, it's up there as one of the best first-person shooters. It's probably next to like Doom and Doom Eternal.
Okay.
It is so good. And I'm really upset that they didn't announce Quake 2 port at QuakeCon. That made me sad.
Okay.
Oh, there's always next year though. Yeah, that was my favorite pickup, honestly. To have like one of the most legendary shooters physically in my collection is great.
Man. Now I'm also kind of on the same topic of limited run, which is funny because I wasn't imagining that we'd link it back from like the Embracer group like taking over or at least buying them. But I know for sure like I'm definitely waiting on like my orders. It's just because like I bundled like some old ones with like the brand new announced at the time, so that's why it's taking a very long time.
Same. I know that I bundled my TMNT Shredder's Revenge with Tetris Effect connected, so I'm gonna have to be waiting a little bit, but that's okay because when they both come in, it's gonna look great.
Okay.
But that's okay because next week we got TMNT. It's fine. I got some more TMNT to play because we got TMNT the Cowabunga collection. I can't wait.
Nice. At the time I got the bundle for Kogan Sword of Rewind with the what was it, Gunvolt Chronicles 2, and then I tagged on top of it Blacksmith of the Sand Kingdom as one whole thing.
Okay.
So that's in just like the hellscape of waiting.
I didn't like the cover, like the box itself for the dual pack for Kogan and Gunvolt 2 or Gunvolt Chronicles 2. I didn't really care for the slipcover because I'm gonna put those games on my. It would look weird on my shelf, and I have OCD as hell. So
yeah,
you too.
Yeah, a lot. So I bought them separately, but in the same bundle, if that makes sense. I bought them separately as separate items, but they're in the same bundle.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if I did that too.
I actually think my Gunvolt Chronicles 2 is almost ready, and Kogan was ready a month ago, so I should be getting that soon.
Okay.
And I actually played through Gunvolt Chronicles 1. It's very good. I have that game physically as well.
And the other one I had is Gunvolt 3, and Going Under bundled with that, so neither one of those.
That bundle for me is huge. It's like 5 games on that bundle. I got Contra Anniversary Collection in that bundle. I got a Boy and His Blob remake from Way Forward on that bundle. I got Azure Striker Gunvolt 3. I got KO the Kangaroo.
Oh, yeah.
And then I got
they released that game.
I know, right? And then I got one more that I can't put my finger on, but it's in there. Oh, Super Sammy Roll, I think. No, wait, that's wrong. That's wrong. Give me 1 minute.
Super Sammy Roll. Super Sammy Roll just sounds like someone's custom order of sushi.
I think that's the joke.
I'd order it.
I'll have the Super Sammy Roll, please.
I'll have the Super Sammy Roll, please. Let me see. Looking at my orders because I have a lot of orders.
I'll also just say right now, this is just like,
Oh wow, I was right. It was Super
seeing it,
Samurai.
like, up there, but I know that Limited Run's been focusing primarily on like Switch and PlayStation 4, but they did announce like earlier about having Xbox as part of that. And the one they can get right now is Doom 64.
Yeah, finally. It has been a long time coming, but yes, they're finally doing Xbox games. And I am so excited because they already work with Bethesda, which is a Xbox, like it's Microsoft owned company. So they're already working with Microsoft publishers. So what I'm gonna do for the Xbox collection stuff is I'm trying to pick up all of the first party stuff. So right now, yeah, Doom 64 is up, and Day of the Tentacle Remastered is up.
Okay.
And if you've never played that one, it's an old school like George Lucas. Yeah, it's George Lucas. Lucasfilm or LucasArts point and click adventure game by Double Fine.
Damn. What?
It is by Double Fine. Yes, it is a Double Fine game. So it's by Tim Schafer. He directed that game.
Skirt.
And it's the sequel to the original Maniac Mansion. So it's a great game. It's funny as hell. It's an old school point and click game. Great game. I'm looking forward to finally having that physically in my collection on Xbox. I'm getting on Xbox. And yeah, I'm excited to see what else they do. I know they announced a lot of Xbox games at the show.
Yeah. Xbox had a ton of stuff.
Yeah, I'm really happy to see them finally get some of those things. I do want to know if they're gonna go back and try to get some of the licenses again for stuff they already released. That would be interesting.
Yeah, I mean they kind of. Well, I mean,
it's Quake is. I mean, Doom 64 is definitely like the one. It's already been out for a while now.
Yeah. I guess.
But I'm assuming like Quake is gonna get one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure they might just do it because like we're already seeing the history of them doing that for like Shantae already.
Yeah. Oh, that would be nuts to do the whole Shantae series on Xbox. That'd be pretty nuts.
I mean, like they were already all on there originally.
I think the only one that's not on there is Pirate's Curse. I'm not gonna lie to you. Wait.
I know the original was on there for a while. I don't even see it
anymore.
No,
the OG one was never on there.
I could have swore the original one was on there.
The Game Boy Color game? I highly doubt that was on Xbox.
Game Boy Color game.
I'm used to seeing all the other ones.
They're barely bringing the Game Boy Color game to PS5 and PS4. So I do think it's gonna get on Xbox. I just don't know when.
Got you.
I know that they just did Blaster Master Zero. That was cool. The whole trilogy.
That was badass. Yeah.
Speaking of that, do you want to go into that real quick? I kind of have a little bit of things with that.
Master.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You want to go? It's gonna transition from that. I was gonna say, Sunsoft is back.
Yeah, that's right. They did have like a digital event. I didn't see too much about that.
They did a digital event. They only announced 3 games and a remake. They didn't say what remake. They just said that it's happening.
Got you. Okay.
But that's like the Tekken 8 tease from Evo. Get ready.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's quite like that.
Get ready. And then that was it. I can't wait. But
did you see the new render of Kazuya?
Yes.
Yeah. I love how they did that.
Looked really clean.
But the thing is, with Sunsoft, they only announced 3 games really, and I don't know what the first one is. I can't remember. I apologize, Sunsoft, and I know you're listening because they followed me on Twitter, so that was really cool.
That's badass.
They said this guy knows what he's talking about.
Sunsoft.
Yeah, but there are 2 games. There are 2 games I want to bring up that they did announce. They announced that they're going to re-release Gimmick. Gimmick is a NES game that we never got in the States. And even though there's a PAL version in Europe, I believe it was only sold in like Sweden or some weird shit like Switzerland or something like that.
Sweden, you weird fuck.
It was so interesting. It's weird, but Gimmick is very expensive in Japan if you try to get a Famicom card. And if you like Kirby, you're gonna like Gimmick.
I just love the way you said that. Some weird shit like Sweden.
It's some weird distribution deal. I don't know what happened, but it's got really good music. It's a cute like platformer. It does have a lot of stylings like Kirby. And they're gonna do a physical copy, I believe. They said said physical copies were coming, but I don't know who's doing it. I'm assuming Limited Run is gonna do it.
Oh my god, I just
I'm
looked it
gonna
up.
assume because they retweeted it, so you know. So I'm assuming Limited Run is gonna do it. It is the original game. It's gonna be the original 8-bit game on modern platforms.
Interesting. Okay, it really does look like Kirby.
It really is just Kirby, but the music is phenomenal. It's really good NES
Oh,
music.
okay, cool.
And then the second game they announced that they're going to do the same treatment for is a game called Euphoria the Saga. I actually know that game. Again, it's another game we never got in the States, but it's been released on the Wii Virtual Console in the States and the Wii U Virtual Console. So I actually have it on my Wii U, and I was playing it just the other day. It's a very, once again, kind of cute Metroidvania style game.
Okay.
Very good game and good music just as well. So they're going to re-release that as well. So if we're going to get modern physical copies of those games, that's really cool. That's real. That's like stupid cool to me.
Apparently, they've done a Batman game.
Have you not played Batman for NES?
No, I have not.
My boy, that is one of the best NES games of all time.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, got you.
I'm not even kidding. That music is fucking godlike.
Okay. Okay.
If
You got
you
me.
show up today, later today,
If I show up later
promise.
today,
I smelled
Oh,
a
yeah.
little something. I didn't know what it was.
I'm gonna pop in my NES and we're gonna play that game. You're gonna fall in love.
all right, bet. Let's do it.
Bet. It's phenomenal. It's really one of the best NES games of all time. It's so
Okay.
good. And I used to play it a lot when I was younger. I didn't know that.
Okay.
And no, it doesn't have an East 1 transition, I promise.
Mark, you already know the story, but I want to paint you the picture. Imagine like just rocking out to this really cool, like retro, like looking game, and then it just cuts to just the 8-bit tunes.
Bruh.
Listen, so East Books 1 and 2, like I know we're on a tangent, but I think this is just as fun at this point. All right, so East Books 1 and 2, they were like older 80s like PC games that they ported to the TurboGrafx CD. I have a way to play the TurboGrafx version because I have the TurboGrafx Mini, and those games are included. I have been praising Ease on this like podcast for like ever now. So when the last time Justin came over, he had to. I told him, no, you have to see it. You have to see this game. It's fantastic.
A nice theatrical premiere of my first reaction to seeing this.
And so we started the game, and imagine this: anime cutscenes like crazy, and anime intro as hell. The CD quality music. It's not 8-bit music at all. It's CD quality with like electric riffs and all this other crazy shit going on. It's
wild.
fantastic, amazing. And then it cuts to the gameplay. The gameplay is only half the screen. It's 8-bit. And the music is just nothing but 8-bit sound.
Bruh.
And he was like, what is this? However, the more we played it, the more he discovered, oh, okay, I can see why it's good.
Yeah. No, it's godlike, actually.
It's very godlike game, but yeah, oh my god. It was incredible. It was just one of the best times we had there. It was just the funniest shit. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, that was great. Mark.
Yes.
Just look up a playthrough of that game and just experience the opening. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
Noted. I'm definitely going to check that out because it sounds hilarious.
Oh, it was so amazing. But yeah. What else? So yeah, Sunsoft's cool. I'm glad they're back. They never really left. Like I said, Blaster Master Zero is a Sunsoft owned property.
It was really
so
good.
It's not like they ever left. They just let Inti Creates make the games. So I know a lot of people are asking them to do a Batman collection.
Yeah, okay.
Which would be interesting because they've done multiple Batman games. They've done Batman on the TurboGrafx, NES, not Super Nintendo, Game Boy, and then they even did a sequel, Batman 2: Return of Joker. So
with the CD intro?
Oh no, it's an NES game. It's an NES game. So it's interesting. It's an interesting thing.
Okay.
Any news though? Like,
You know,
I know we
Gamescom
There
actually
was the
was
new.
actually a thing earlier today. But sorry, Mark, what was that?
I would say there was the new 8 minutes of gameplay for Black Myth Wukong.
I did see a little bit of that.
That
Looks
looked
really clean.
clean.
Like,
I really want to be excited for that game, and I think it looks fantastic. I just that game comes up, it shows up 8 minutes of gameplay every time, and then it says, "All right, deuces."
all
Hey,
right,
that's the thing. I
later.
like they're building up. Thank you. I like that they're building up the hype.
Yeah,
In their
And
own way, yeah.
honestly, because it's the first AAA game from China, and it looks amazing.
it does look really good. I am I just wish I just want to play it. I'm just impatient, I guess.
Maybe. You know, a slight bit aside tangent. I was watching Maximilian, dude. He was watching a couple of new things this past week as well, and one of them included Forspoken, actually. And he was talking about how they were presenting the gameplay, and he was picking out specific things that, you know, they should kind of like promote more over than other things. And that might be the case for you, like in Black Myth Wukong. Maybe it's just simply like just like them showing like the gameplay by itself but there's not really any type of strategy for like presentation. They're just kind of like giving it to you, you know?
Yeah, I guess that's probably it.
Yeah,
Speaking of Forspoken, I still want to play it, but
I do want to as well.
I want to play it, but my interest dwindles like here and there. I guess when it gets closer to release, I'll get a little more interested.
Mhm.
We'll see.
Oh, actually, Desert actually brought this up. Cool. Yeah. Also at Gamescom was actually Liza P.
Yes, I saw that. Okay, so that
was
game looks
sick.
crazy. That game looks nuts. It's like Dark Souls, but you're Pinocchio.
Mm-hmm.
Is that my understanding?
Pretty much, yeah.
You're like a puppet. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of this game, Mark?
I think I've heard the title before. Haven't really seen anything on it, but I think I've heard of it.
Yeah.
It's literally just a Souls type game,
Yeah.
but you're like Pinocchio.
Yeah. If you probably look up like the most recent trailer for it, like I think that presentation is really good.
That game looks solid. Oh, you know what? I guess we could talk about Gamescom, right?
Yeah.
It happened, right?
There was
All right. Well, next game.
there wasn't too many things, but I did write down
No.
like a couple of things. So I mean, there's gonna be a new DualSense, kind of like a Pro Elite, if you will.
Yeah, it's like
controller,
it's PlayStation's version of an Elite controller.
which I can give props to that, but you know, that's because like I think as much as I mean, I don't really, I like the DualSense, just not as much as like maybe even the DualShock 4, but I don't know. I think that's just options are nice for sure.
I think it looks cool. I'm not really one to like, you know me. I like to have a set of 4 controllers for like when multiplayer happens in this house. I don't really
Could you
I don't
imagine if
really
you got?
yeah, imagine me having to spend that much money on 4 Elite controllers. No.
I don't even know if they've dropped the price point on that one. I don't think so,
no.
but expect it to be pretty high.
I do want an Xbox Elite controller one day for my PC.
Oh, gotcha.
There's just one single controller for this specific, like for PC use. That's it. Other than that,
yeah, 100%. I recommend Elite Series 2. If anything, it helps so much with Doom. It helps so much.
But yeah.
But yeah. What else was there? They showed a little bit of Hogwarts Legacy. It's looking all right.
It looked okay. You know what? I'll be honest. I wasn't interested because it's whatever. I'm not like the biggest Harry Potter fan. I like the movies. That's fine. The game looks good. I can't deny that.
Hold on.
You know, a game that was actually announced that looks really good, albeit they showed a lot of CGI cinematics over like actual gameplay. It was called Atlas Fallen, and it was showed somewhere because they had like a cinematic trailer for it. And at this point, like I've just seen so many CGI trailers that I just kind of like glance over it. But then they show actual gameplay for just like 5 seconds. And it's them just skidding across the sands, and I was like, "This looks so." Oh my! Is that it?
Yeah, like what?
Man,
I was actually really excited for moving out too. I like moving out one, and if you like
Oh yeah,
overcooked style multiplayer, moving out is a really good game.
Okay.
It's essentially like Overcooked, but you're furniture movers. Like that's your job.
Mhm.
So you have to go into the house and not break as many things as possible while working together to try and stack furniture in a truck.
It really is Overcooked, but you're a moving person.
Yeah, that's all it is, and it's great. But it gets wacky because like sometimes the house have pawns, or like maybe it's an actual factory, so there's multi-level floors, so you have to learn how to do it efficiently and fast. So sometimes you got to break a window to throw the furniture out the window. You got to have someone on the floor to catch it. Like, it's pretty funny.
We got some experience with moving couches.
Yeah, just chuck it out the window, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. And then I think arguably the game of show, right, was supposed to be Dead Island 2, right? Was that was supposed to be?
Hmm?
The game of show was supposed to be Dead Island 2, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right, it was.
But it kind of got leaked like last week.
Oh, I didn't know about the leak, but
yeah, Amazon accidentally put up a pre-order listing for it.
Oops. Someone's got to drop the ball. It's okay.
Yeah, so like it's back.
There's like some more tacos if you want one.
Dead Island 2's back, I guess.
Yeah, they just showed a trailer of it, which nice.
Yeah, it's back finally. It's finally gonna release after all these years. I could have sworn that game was gonna be canceled. I swear to God. Like
I will say that the trailer didn't have like that same like impact as like the first one upon its announcement.
Yeah,
that one was intense, and this one's kind of more like you kind of already know what it is at this point.
I feel like the trailer kind of makes it seem like it's gonna be like this wacky and goofy first-person shooter like Borderlands. Welcome. Like, and I don't even hate Borderlands. I love Borderlands. It's fun to play. But I'm just saying, like,
it is my nephew's namesake. I shit you not. I'm not lying about
Borderlands?
Yes.
Wait,
elaborate, please.
His name is not Borderlands, but his name is from Borderlands.
His name's from.
Is it Handsome like Jack?
No, his name is Axton.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, okay.
Which is one of the characters you play as in Borderlands 2, I believe.
Was that a direct reference, or is that just kind of like a coincidence?
No, it's a direct reference.
Nice. Oh wow. Okay. All right.
I was gonna say,
my brother just liked the name.
Cool. Okay.
I was about to say, what is he like? Is he gonna inherit Gearbox? Like, what is this?
Be pretty badass if he did, honestly.
I just hope he just does better than Randy, whatever his name is.
Randy Savage?
No, not Randy. Not Macho Man.
Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Anyways, Randy Pitchford. Yeah, that guy sucks. Anyways,
Pittsburgh is crying right now.
How do you say that? Clicks off.
Like it looks like this like wacky and edgy. Like it looks like Rage, but like also zombies.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how I feel about that. It also doesn't take place on an island. It takes place in LA.
In LA.
I heard that. I was like, but wait.
I'm sorry. LA. You're right.
Someone I know pointed that out. They're like, wait a minute. LA is not an island.
It's like, what? Why can't you even call it Dead Island? Whatever. It's fine. It's been a while since I played Dead Island, since Riptide, so it's whatever. Like, I think I'll pick it up on a budget.
Sure.
All on a budget.
You know what did look pretty fun though? And I know this is gonna sound ridiculous. SpongeBob SquarePants.
Which one?
The Cosmic Shake.
Oh,
I didn't see anything on it, so I can't really say.
So the game is actually being set up as the official sequel to Battle for Bikini Bottom.
That's crazy.
Ooh.
So it's being developed by the same team who did the remake.
I gotta play it, man, if it's the sequel to Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Yeah, it's a 3D platformer in that style.
Nice.
So it's coming out next year for PS4, Xbox One, and Switch.
That's so wild to have a sequel out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's the same team who did the Rehydrated game, so it looked really fun. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm in. I like Battle for Bikini Bottom for what it is. I know it's not like top tier, but
it's a classic.
It is a classic. Have you played Rehydrated?
I don't think so, but I think I got it around when PlayStation Plus actually had that featured.
That's right. Okay, so it's okay. I think It means it's more accessible nowadays, which is cool. But overall, it's really just the same game.
That's fair. Alrighty.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what we were expecting.
Yeah, obviously. But it looks pretty. But they also didn't change the voice actors, so Mr. Krabs doesn't have his original. It doesn't have Clancy Brown,
Okay.
and he sounds weird. But for this game, it's him because
Yeah.
they needed the
They
budget.
have
Yeah.
no excuse.
So I'm looking into picking up the Switch version of Rehydrated because I played it on PS4
Okay.
again because I got it for free. So they gave it away for free on PlayStation Plus. But
Okay.
Cosmic Shake looks good. I saw that come out. I saw that trailer and I was like, all right, I'm in. And then sorry, my game of show for Gamescom was the game of show like at the awards as well, and that's Callisto Protocol.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh yeah, I saw stuff like Callisto
Brutal as
Protocol.
all
I
hell.
am fucking ready. That is my most anticipated next gen game right now. I'm going to play the fuck out of that game. I'm ready for that game. Like, I'm gonna get it on PS5 so I can get the triggers. But yeah,
Sure, yeah.
I can't wait to play it. It looks so good.
Also, hello, Ibrahim.
Hello there.
Hello there. I'm ready for that game. It looks super clean, dude. Anything else game related wise that they announced?
I don't know if it was specifically from Gamescom, but
Okay.
Sonic Frontiers has been like popping up a lot.
It was Gamescom.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Oh god. Okay, let's do this.
They're
So
showing
let's
a
talk
lot,
about
and from what
let's
I'm
talk about
seeing
the positives.
and what I'm hearing is that this by itself, just shared by like through Gamescom, has done a lot better service and justice for it than IGN was doing coverage.
Dead ass. The Switch trailer that they showed at the direct partner, like the partner showcase this year,
That was
and
rough.
then this trailer. Those two trailers have done wonders for Frontiers.
What
Frontiers.
I've heard, there was a couple things that was like it was like looking rough for Frontiers at first.
At first, it was looking really rough because IGN just did not cover it well. They're
Yeah.
over here showing dumb shit. Like it's like that's not what we want to see. We want to see the game flowing in action. Like we want to see all of this put together. We don't want to see you like piece by
Like,
piece.
piece by piece. Yeah, it was interesting, but also
But-
not how they should have done it.
Yeah, Frontiers looks really good though. I think it has potential to be really good. I'm optimistic, obviously, because I don't know, I can't trust Sonic Team after Forces, but
Understandable.
that doesn't mean I'm not gonna play it. Like obviously it's a Sonic game. I'm gonna play it.
Yeah.
I'm just debating on which console to get it on first. I know I always pick up Sonic on Switch.
And honestly, it might actually look pretty good for it too. From what I saw.
Yeah. I'm debating on probably just getting it on Xbox and Switch.
Oh, okay.
Because Xbox is my Sonic machine anyways, but yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
I think I wanna have both versions to see how well it could actually be. That being said, do we want to talk about the release date?
That's November, correct?
It comes out November 8th.
Yeah, okay.
Do you know how bad that release date is?
I think I do.
Sonic Frontiers is dead on the water, dude. I apologize, but there's no way that game's gonna sell. Not like that. How about this? Xbox players, congrats. You have a game to play in November that looks really good,
Nice. All right.
right? If you're a Switch owner, you're not even gonna bat an eye at Sonic Frontiers because the next week is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
Oh yeah, Frontiers is done.
Yikes. Oh, okay.
If you're a PlayStation player, you're definitely not gonna bat an eye because it's the same week as God of War Ragnarok.
Oh, my
wow.
god.
Oh, wow.
It's like Sega just sent that game out to die. Like
It said, "Hey, wait here. You'll know when to come out."
it's so upsetting. If that game would have came out in December, like I understand that Callisto Protocol is probably the biggest game in December, but you at least would have given it a fighting chance. November is the worst month for a game like that to come out.
It's like it's a Smash Cross All Stars team battle. And it's
Dead ass, dude.
It's Pokemon Trainer and Kratos versus Sonic.
Because what's the two big releases in December? It's Callisto. Well, there's three Actually, there's Callisto Protocol, which is for every console except Switch. There's Dragon Quest Treasures.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's in December. And then there's High on Life for Xbox.
Is it just Xbox for High on Life?
Yeah.
High on Life looks like a trip.
High on Life. Have you seen the gameplay that came up today?
I did see it. It's
I haven't
That
seen
game.
the
That game looks like a
I saw the one. I saw like the
fucking
one
trip.
that I saw the one that, like when it first was announced, and it was like,
No.
what is this acid trip?
My favorite cutscene so far is it's the one where he has the pistol and it's Morty's voice. And
Yeah, I noticed that too. I was like, is that Rick
and this
Morty?
kid? Well, it's made by Squatch Games, so yes, it's by Justin Roiland.
Yeah.
So the game, there's this kid that walks up to you and he's like making fun of you.
He wants smoke.
Yeah, he's over here like, come on, what are you gonna hurt a kid? You can't do that. You try to shoot him, right? And the game doesn't let you shoot him because he's a kid. And then the gun's like, okay, he's like, what are you doing? You can't shoot a kid. Come on, man, he's just a kid. You don't want to do that. And the kid just keeps going and taunting you, and you do it again. And the gun is just like, no, I won't do it. I'm not killing a kid. Do not make me do it. The third time, the bullet goes through and kills the kid. And then the gun's just like, oh, look what you did. Look what we did. You killed the kid. Are you happy? Are you happy now?
You proud of yourself?
He's like, are you proud of yourself? Our E for everybody rating just went out the window right now. I was like, Jesus Christ. That's this kind of game. All right, I'm in. It's going to be a Game Pass game, so.
That is cool. I think the best way that it's been described is literally with Jeff Keighley just hyping up like the game to give it like a segment, and he was just saying, "Anyone a fan of Justin Roiland? Rick and Morty? Yeah."
I'm Tentacle.
I feel so bad, but it's just like, yeah.
Pretty much. It was really bad, but yes.
Oh, real quick, Abraham was talking about someone who cares for golf on Switch Sports. I'm excited for that one. But everyone in the community, this is a dead game. Move on.
Golf?
Is there golf?
Golf on Switch?
On Switch Sports?
Oh, is that coming out still? Like, it's supposed to be this fall, right? Did that get announced?
I don't know.
Or I'm sorry, did they drop a trailer?
Personally, I never picked up Switch Sports still. So I mean,
Nintendo Sports game.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
Mark?
So are they actually adding like a DLC to Switch Sports? Because they honestly, with Wii Sports, that would have been such a win.
Yes, they're actually adding new sports.
No, that's legit. Yeah.
Yeah, golf is coming out this fall sometime.
Oh, nice.
Which is why we're led to believe that there should be a direct soon, because September's coming. They usually have one in September, and
true.
You know, there's still things that are a little unanswered for. You know what I mean?
That's true. Okay.
So I'm not saying this is not confirmation, mind you. I'm not an insider. And honestly, with the way Nintendo's been playing this shit recently, dropping a trailer for Bayonetta 3 out of nowhere.
It's true. It is.
You know, like, I'm just gonna wait and say, okay, we'll see what happens. But that's the Switch Sports update should be soon.
Cool. Okay.
That should include a new sport for golf.
Right. He's coming up. He's got his putter. He's got his putter. He's readying himself. All right. Got a nice form.
Hey, you can play it online, so that's really cool. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah.
But for Sonic Frontiers, yeah, it's dead on the water, dude. I want to have faith that Sonic Frontiers is going to do good in sales. But and I'm not saying the game is bad. That is not what this is about. It's about timing. It's about, man, am I really going to buy that compared to like God of War Ragnarok and Pokemon?
I mean, that's exactly what killed
Horizon, right?
It's what killed what was it, Battleborn. That is exactly what killed Battleborn, was the release date choice.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, oh, and it's
like,
also
Battleborn was actually a very fun game, but the release date killed it.
Yeah. It's that's such an unfortunate like release date. Oh my god. Listen, how about this? Let's do a scenario. If Sonic Frontiers came out last year around this time, where God of War Ragnarok wasn't releasing, and it was just Pokemon Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond,
yeah.
I think you could have got away with it, because it's just remakes of Pokemon anyways, and there was already controversy like, oh, I'm waiting for Arceus.
This is true. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now when it's a whole new generation,
You're talking about Gen 8. You're not gonna make it.
9.
Is it 9?
Yeah.
It's
It's
Gen 9.
Wow, I'm losing track.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, you're right. It is 9. Oh god, I had to think about it. You're talking about a new generation of Pokemon. There's no way in hell you release. Everybody knows you don't release a game around that time. Even Call of Duty comes out in October.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very
The
ballsy
Call of
move
Duty's
by
like,
them, honestly.
Yeah, even Call of Duty is coming out in October. You know what I mean? Like, oh,
It's a very, very ballsy move.
mm-hmm.
They're
that's
that makes me think they must be confident.
in Frontier. I mean, hey, you know what? Nothing says put your faith more in Sonic Team than, in Sonic Team than releasing it next to those games.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, this makes me think they're either dumb or confident.
Like I said though, if you're an Xbox owner and you got nothing to play until like High on Life, Sonic Frontiers, that sounds like a good choice to me. I'm just saying. But yeah.
You might
Yikes.
reflect in the sales numbers too.
Yeah,
we'll
you
see.
might actually see Xbox sales for that game be decent because again, nobody is everybody else is concentrated on something else.
Yeah, and then boom, Sonic on Game Pass.
Hey, hey, hold up. Maybe. But I want to play Frontiers. This is not me dissing on the game itself. I want to play Frontiers. It looks good.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about that too. I since I'm playing through colors as well.
Colors is fantastic, but I'm really looking forward to Frontiers. I just don't know when I'm going to be able to play it because there's no way in hell I'm not fitting it in between God of War and Pokemon. There's no way.
That's tough.
And
Yeah.
I'm still 50-50 on God of War, like money wise.
We haven't eaten anything just yet.
It's a full $70 for sure.
We haven't eaten anything yet.
It's a full $70 and it comes out the week after Bayonetta 3. So it's like,
ooh.
And let's be honest.
I think Judy said she'll have some meatloaf.
Exactly. Mark,
exactly. It's the meatloaf.
It's the meatloaf.
It's always the meatloaf.
God.
I love the
I would
duality
do
here.
anything. But no, I think my choice is I'm gonna buy my witch waifu, of course. But I'm just saying, like, it comes out after what I call the craziest month for Switch games this year. So
oh my god.
Which is October. October is disgusting.
Oh,
if you're a Switch owner.
that.
If you're a Switch owner, October is literally disgusting.
I gotta take care of all the Monster Hunter stuff immediately.
Is always disgusting.
No, but like October in particular is like Nier Automata.
Oh, that's true.
Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope.
Oh yeah.
Bayonetta 3. Persona 5 Royal. Like right there. Those 4 right there is disgusting. I think there's like another couple other games I'm missing, but yes, those right there are already big titles.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, let me breathe. I can't jump from Mario plus Rabbids to Persona 5 immediately. That's not gonna happen. I can't do that.
Persona 5, you're like dedicating your life away.
Oh my god. My money. Because like, let's be honest, as much as I want to pick up Dragon Quest Treasures, Callisto Protocol is my number 1 game for December. That's it. I cannot wait to play that game. The game looks so good.
I've yet to pick up Persona, kind of sticking with that, but
I'm waiting for Game Pass.
Yeah, that is coming on Game Pass.
That's
at least
true.
If you're an Xbox owner, it is coming to Game Pass the same day as the Switch.
That's clean. I like that.
But if you want a physical copy, if I'm not mistaken, a physical copy of that game is going to be releasing for Switch, PS5, and Series X.
Yes, it's only going to be like the next gen stuff, except for like, Switch. But cool.
And then Persona 4 and 3 are not getting physical copies, period.
Damn. That hurts.
Damn it, Sega.
But it is alrighty.
Damn it, Sega. You almost had it. Releasing Sonic Frontiers. Releasing Sonic Frontiers to die in the water. Fucking not giving us physical copies for games like Sonic Origins and Persona 4 and 3. Come on now. But anyways, enough without that rant.
We got something that's happening more recently, though.
Yeah. there's a lot of shit to cover. Oh my god, we're only about to hit the 2-hour mark. Like,
Well,
did any of you guys watch She-Hulk?
I did.
I watched first episode.
Okay, I'm only on this episode as well. I haven't seen the second episode yet.
Really? Oh, okay.
I have. It's incredibly short. It's very short.
Katrina is out for the weekend, so I'm waiting for her.
Yeah, I say you do
Got
everything
it.
I do. I wait for Judy. I wait for Judy because she and I watch the Marvel Crisis together.
We're probably gonna watch it tomorrow.
Okay.
And I would feel bad if I watched it without her, because while I want to watch it, I'd feel bad if I watched it without her.
So we're waiting tomorrow to watch She-Hulk.
Gotcha.
But episode 1 was actually pretty good.
Okay, that's good to hear.
I thought it was good.
Say, you know, I'm friends with somebody on the motion capture team.
Yeah, the CGI is pretty but
She's a motion capture, bro.
Actually, let me rephrase that. She-Hulk's CG is really meh overall, but I think Hulk looks really good. So I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, I don't understand.
I think I had to see a little bit more in action as far
I
as
was looking
She-Hulk.
for my friend's name in the credits. I was like,
But I'm looking forward to seeing episode 2 tomorrow, or tomorrow, say Saturday. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good. I don't know. It's promising so far.
it's a very short episode. I'm just
Same
telling
party
you.
at Motionman's house. That's what I'm thinking. Forget co-stream. I'm just gonna go raid his house.
Oh my! Forget this. Gets off screen, shows up behind me. Like, the fuck?
The night just doing the Akuma.
Whoa. But there's also but I also
Hold on.
Hola.
Hola, tío. ¿Cómo estás?
Bien. ¿Y tú?
Ah, sí, sí.
Nice. Anyways, I've also been Marvel related.
Oh.
I'm finally sitting down with Katrina and we're watching the Defenders stuff.
Oh. Okay.
So, current review. Ready? Quick fire. Daredevil Season 1, S tier.
Okay.
That's an S tier show. Season 1 of Daredevil is so good. I couldn't believe it. We sat through a whole Sunday just watching that season. It was phenomenal.
Okay.
Jessica Jones Season 1, A tier.
Okay.
Not bad. Not as good as Daredevil. Daredevil sets the precedent like really high.
Okay.
But Jessica Jones is really dark with some of its tones, and it's really good. I liked it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, right after that was Daredevil. I'm doing this in order, by the way. So Daredevil Season 2. I want to say it's in my opinion, it's kind of, I know a lot of people like Season 2, so I'm gonna be very careful with what I say.
Okay.
But I'm gonna put it in B tier. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I love the introduction of Punisher, and I like the idea of Punisher being the quote unquote villain.
Fair.
I don't really, and I understand that Daredevil's villain is the Hand, like the clan. I just don't care about the Hand. Like anything that involved the Hand stuff, I was like, man, I do not give a shit about this. Also, Elektra sucks. I'm sorry.
Damn.
I did not like Elektra in that show at all. They really fucked up her character in that show. Like every character was on point except for Elektra. I don't know what happened. So like for me, it's like the Hand stuff is low tier, but the Frank Castle stuff was like S tier.
Mm-hmm.
And it would mismatch too much for me. So in my opinion, it's B tier. It's still good, but it's definitely a B tier season. And then we just finished Luke Cage Season 1. I'd say it's really good. I'd also put it in B tier.
I enjoyed it when I watched it.
I think Luke Cage Season 1 has the same problem as Daredevil Season 2. I think anything with Cottonmouth is a S tier. Like that character is really crazy and like he's such an interesting character, especially when they show like the like his origin story stuff. Really cool. I did not give a shit about Stryker. he just comes out of nowhere, and it's like, oh damn, it's his brother. What a twist! I don't know.
Shocker.
Yeah, I didn't really give a shit about Stryker at all, or Diamondback. If for anybody who doesn't know, I don't really care. That part of the story was like, whatever. The Cottonmouth stuff was really cool, in my opinion, and it was setting up something really cool. So that was cool. And then that means we are now currently watching Iron Fist Season 1.
Oh boy.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Oh boy.
Kristoff absolutely despises.
I know, he absolutely. You know what though? I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think the first episode was as bad as people make it out to be. We have not finished the season. I cannot judge it all the way. So far, so good. You know what I mean? Like that kind of situation. I don't think I've run into anything that I care about so far, like picky. The actor who plays Danny Rand is okay. I'm not like. I think
he's not exceptional, but he's also not bad.
Yeah. I'm trying to be open-minded when it comes to Iron Fist. We're gonna find out.
Okay.
Because I'm watching this in order of the story. So after this, it's the Defenders. And then I believe it's the Punisher Season 1.
Punisher's so good.
I heard nothing but good things about Punisher, so I'm looking forward to it. But I was trying to get this done before She-Hulk, since Daredevil's going to show up.
Oh yeah, that's right. Makes sense too.
Yeah,
they're both lawyers.
Yeah, but I heard rumors that Jessica Jones also shows up, so I'm like,
that's also
ooh,
true. Damn,
bro, if she shows up, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna lose it, because then that means they're really fully integrating the Defenders into the MCU, and I am very happy about that. Because so far, what I wanted to say, like as an overall statement, I think the Defender stuff is actually really good. For a long time, I've been misled to be told like, oh, it's mediocre at best. No, it's really good. It's got a lot of world building, and like it tries to take the love and care that the MCU does to making sure everything ties in.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that.
It does. And obviously, since it was made back then, they do reference Avengers 1 a lot, like the Crisis in New York is what they call it. The Battle of New York. Yeah. So it does do a lot of that. It's really good.
Okay.
I definitely highly recommend watching it, but just look up the actual order of the seasons.
Okay.
Because I know for sure that you cannot watch Daredevil Season 3 unless you go through 1, 2, and then Defenders.
Okay.
But yeah, that's my Marvel experience so far.
Okay. Cool. I got.
Is there any?
Got one last thing to talk about before we call a podcast, and it's actually Splatoon 3.
Let's go.
Splatoon 3's got their Splatfest this weekend. It's actually starting today. It's been happening, actually.
Yeah.
So currently, they have like your standard like turf war mechanic, but later on, I think it's just happened like an hour ago, where they're having their tricolor turf war battle, which is actually unique to Splatoon 3. So pretty much the whole theme is just rock paper scissors. Like you pick a team, and then something's gonna happen. Yeah, I actually wanted to talk to Phil about that, because now I'm just curious about like the other thing that you wanted to introduce me to. Oh yeah, it was the Sunsoft thing. Because I was thinking that we were gonna do like a co-stream of that actually.
Yeah. So we were gonna. I mean, I'm still down to do the co-stream, but I'm just saying. So for Splatoon 3, you're kind of new-ish to Splatoon, correct?
Yeah.
So you let me try to enter your brain about Splatoon. So you've never really played Splatoon 1?
No, not like almost not at all.
Okay. And then what about Splatoon 2?
I've been saying that I played like a little tiny like get together event thing at Comic-Con at the Nintendo booth or lounge. So that's the only experience I've actually had, just as far as gameplay stuff.
So you don't even actually own.
I don't actually own a copy of Splatoon 2.
Got it. Okay. So this is gonna be fun to talk about right now, because I would like to talk about it as someone who plays a lot of Splatoon.
Okay.
and then someone who hasn't even like really just scratching the surface.
Yeah, okay.
So this is gonna be fun. So what do you think about it so far, personally?
So, having jumped in like around like 10 a.m. this morning doing the standard turf wars, so I'm welcomed with a layout, like basic like weapon stuff. Actually, quite a lot actually. So
Yeah,
they give you like the blaster. I changed it to the zapper. I don't know the exact difference as far as the performance.
it was the NES 83 Zapper, 84.
Yeah.
Or no, I remember which one you're talking about.
Yeah, I did it for the
It
nostalgia.
is literally based on the original NES like Zapper. It's so cool.
Yeah, I like
That's been a weapon since the original game.
Well,
yeah, it's such a cool weapon.
My issue is that I'm not really too attuned to the gyro aiming. I've said this before.
Turn that off.
Yeah. But it turns out that I really should use that.
As far as gyro aiming?
As far as like the Pro controller is set up, because it's
yeah.
So but I mean, like to each their own for sure. I just feel like as far as the utility and just the convenience of it, it's easier just to have motion controls like integrated in like your setup. But even with that, it's not really an issue with the aiming, but I just didn't really feel like I was doing a lot of impact, and doing the turf war stuff where it focuses on you like getting a level of coverage of your own ink over another enemy's. I wasn't doing so well, so I actually went into like a more of a supportive like stance, just based on the unanimity, or sorry, the randomness of just being paired up with other folks and what they got going on. So in order to kind of bounce off the team, I kind of wanted to go into support, and so I just used like an ink roller, and so I was a little less like offensive, more I was just simply I would be support for someone if they're fighting, and if I got close enough. Otherwise, I focus a lot of my energy just covering the area, moreover than just fighting, and that actually turned out really well. My issue then was that like I wanted to try like the ink brushes, and I couldn't because I got pending for like a waiting room for like plus 400 seconds, and that's when I just like called it. That's why I called off.
Interesting. So there's still server issues then, right?
I guess so.
That's been a thing. It happens sometimes. Not it doesn't happen often though.
Yeah, but overall I really like I like the style of it. I feel like it's a fair bit of like polish, just like from the years of just making the game, but also just simply the identity of Splatoon is just very strong here. I love just walking in to see everyone else's like posted notes. I mean, that's a staple in like the first two games. I really like that about it.
I loved going on stream last night, and in my stream getting the ones that says my dad beats me. That was fun.
My dad left me a target.
That's classic. You have to have that, or else I can't.
Yeah, that's too good. I loved there was a an emphasis on like the freshness, just the individuality they have, and I think that also gets shown off in not just the gameplay and how you choose whatever weapon you have, but it's also just simply how you like kind of engage with the messages, with your clothes and whatnot. Granted, you kind of need like a higher level to get that, but you know.
Yeah. So I have not played the Splatfest yet. I was actually we're gonna do the co-stream right after. So after this podcast. So I have not played Splatoon 3, and I haven't noticed the mechanic changes yet. I did start up the demo last night to choose my team, get my character ready to go. I will say from my first experience of like, I guess I should back and talk about my background in the game. I bought that game day one on Wii U, Splatoon 1.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it or not. I bought it because it was a Nintendo game, and I said, all right. And we know if you were around the Wii U era, you would know it was slim pickings.
Fair, yeah.
So there wasn't many games coming out for the Wii U. So I just bought whatever first party game came out. Okay. And I was genuinely surprised of how fun Splatoon was. I really enjoyed the mechanics of, let's just talk about Turf War. We're not even talking about ranked.
Okay.
Ranked is a completely different beast. because you're not playing Turf War. There's different game modes in ranked.
Mm.
So as Turf War stands, the entire mechanic of the game is to, or the goal is to have the most land covered in your team's color. It's not necessarily about getting kills, although getting the kills on your opponent's side means that they're stunned for a certain amount of time. Like
Mhm.
they have to respawn. So the goal is to try and get kills, but also make sure that you have the most territory covered.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so there's a lot of weapons that like kind of play around with that kind of stuff. So you
Mm.
said you were using the Splat Roller, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a tank. It's more for tank stuff. So like because you can use it to cover a lot of area, but you're playing it correctly. It's support. You want to back up people because you can just go into them and just tank it up.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a very tanky role. I'm personally someone who likes to cover as much ground as possible, so I end up using the arrow spray. The arrow spray has a very fast fire rate,
Ah, okay.
and so I'm a person who likes to cover some area, get into kills, and then cover up that area and then move around.
Mhm.
Um, I think my least favorite is the like slosher. I know there's people who are really good with the slosher,
Hmm.
which is like the bucket.
Oh.
I'm not good with the slosher. I'm terrible with that weapon. Yeah, I'm awful with that weapon. But I wanted to try the two new ones, which would be the Splatana wipers
Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah.
and the Tri-Archer, the arrows, the bow and arrow.
Oh,
the
yeah,
bow.
yeah.
The
Okay.
bow.
Yeah, those are the newest weapons to the series. The other weapons are all veterans. They're all returning. And I was just as surprised as you to see how many weapons they're going to let you choose in this demo.
Mm.
They're letting
Just
you choose
all of them.
every single variant of the weapon. They're obviously better variants of the weapons, but they're letting you choose the most basic form of these weapons. And the reason there are variants is because they actually have the exact same stats. The difference being is that they end up having different secondaries. So you said you're using the NES Zapper, right? It's the gray one, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
There's actually an orange one as well. There's actually a Famicom color and an orange one. They're
Okay.
all the exact same weapon. They all have the exact same stats. What makes them different is they have different secondary abilities
Oh, okay.
or secondary weapons. So, because like I think, what did you have equipped? It was like the grenade.
Yeah, just like a standard
Yeah.
grenade.
So typically they might change that up with like a sticky grenade or like something that might explode on impact.
Mm.
They change up your actual like secondaries. So like let's say you like this setup, but you like that setup better, you can always use the same weapon but with a different setup, and you can see how it balances out. So it's really just a game of personal preference.
Mm-hmm.
As with your clothes, when it comes to your gear, um, as it stands right now, you're stuck to whatever the game. It's the luck of the die. Like it's whatever the game. When you level up the gear, it actually will randomly choose an upgrade.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
You don't get to actually get an upgrade that you want yet. If you like a certain clothes and you want to upgrade it to the max, you don't want to change it ever. That's your style. You don't want to ever get rid of it. You play these Splatfests to get the shell tokens or whatever they're called. I forgot what they're called. And then eventually you can add, like, let's say you like the hat. I
Yep.
like the cap in Splatoon 3. I have it equipped right now, but there's only 2 gear slots. You
Okay.
can do up to 4. Eventually, in the main game, when I take back what we make the progress for the Splatfest,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to upgrade it, give it the next 2 tokens, and then actually pick the abilities I want on it.
Hmm.
That's all stuff you have to get through Splatfest.
Interesting. Okay.
Other than that, you're literally leveling up to get new weapons, new gear. Gear gets rotated out of the stores every couple hours.
Hmm.
So it's pretty good.
Okay.
Splatoon is great. I think that's one of the best new Nintendo IPs in a long time. It's popular for a reason. It's one of the best multiplayer games on Switch. And Splatoon 3 looks to be better than 2 in a lot of ways.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to trying out this Splatfest. I want to play it so bad now.
Do you think there's any incentive to pick up like the second one, even if there was like a
Um,
price reduction?
so the only reason at this point, if you want to pick up the older games, campaign,
Oh, okay.
story, there is a story mode. And it's an interesting way that they do it. It's kind of like, I don't want to say they're tutorial levels. Let's just say that they're well-designed levels that let you use your weapons to the fullest extent.
Oh, okay.
And if you can play through the story and beat it, you actually learn how to use those weapons.
All right, fair.
They're designed to train you on the weapons.
Cool.
I would say that would be the only reason to really pick up the older games is the story mode stuff. Especially that 2 has the Octo expansion, which is just extra story content.
That's right. Yeah, with Switch Online, you do just have access to it.
It's free,
which is kind of sick.
Damn. So I would say there is a reason to play it still. And also, I discovered that Splatoon 1 online servers are still up.
Damn. Yeah, I heard about that.
I was playing multiplayer matches on Splatoon 1. It was pretty funny.
How quick was that connection though?
Pretty fast. Wow. No. I would say it's I waited a little bit, but I was getting matches just fine.
Interesting.
Yeah. I want to say something about the secondary weapons though, from what I noticed. So from Splatoon 1 to 2, they all got replaced. All of the secondary abilities, all of that stuff got replaced. With stuff that felt a little bit more balanced. Okay. I know that in Splatoon 1 there was some very unbalanced bullshit going on.
Okay.
From 2 to 3, however, they're keeping all of them. They're only just adding some here and there.
I see. So
I feel like it's really just refining what doesn't work in 2 and trying to see if it works in 3.
Okay.
From what I'm seeing. So if the question is should you get Splatoon 3 if you already have 2? Yes, it's a total upgrade. Okay. It's a total replacement, really. Especially because this is going to be the game it's getting at least 2 years of support. So that means new maps coming out, new gear, new weapon types, all of that stuff. But yeah, if you want to play the older games, you totally can. I would just do it for story reasons. Other than that,
got you.
Multiplayer is still a thing, but like they're not going to shut off Splatoon 2 servers. You're just not going to be able to experience all the Splatfests that happen.
Okay. You played through the first one like on stream, right?
I haven't even. No, I have not played it yet.
Oh, okay. I was curious.
I'm planning on starting that marathon next week, with the exception of Tuesday. That's going to be reserved for TMNT.
Oh, okay, fair enough. It's coming out like in 2 weeks, right?
2 weeks.
Gotcha.
Splatoon 3 is ready in 2 weeks. So in the 2 weeks, I think I plan on doing the story modes for one, some multiplayer matches just for the fun of it, just to kind of show it off. And then I plan on playing Splatoon 2 story, Octo expansion, and then some multiplayer. Some last minute multiplayer matches before we all jump ship to 3.
Okay.
And I just want to say, Splatoon 2, you had a hell of a run. Had a hell of a run since 2017. So,
man, it's been that long.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize it's already been 5 years. Like, it was time. It was time to finally jump to a new game.
It's crazy how like they're both like within the same generation.
Yeah, I think it's because a lot of people see that with Nintendo. I don't know if you see this too, Mark. Like, you get one mainline Mario game, right? And then that's the Mario game of that generation, that console. You get one Zelda game, right? And that is the Zelda game of that generation. They used to do this a lot because like Super Nintendo only has one Zelda, one Mario, one Metroid. Then you get 64. And then like technically you have 2 Zeldas. Yeah, you get like one. That's it. This is for Mario in particular, it's been a trend. You know what I mean? You get one F-Zero, you get one Mario, you always get the next one. Smash, the same thing. Smash Ultimate is going to be the Smash game for Switch until the next console.
Possibly, yeah.
That's really how it works. with Splatoon, everybody thought the same thing. You know, we got Splatoon 1 on Wii U. All of a sudden, oh, here's Splatoon 3 or 2
for Switch and
for Switch. But then, you know, we got the crazy announcement of Splatoon 3. So I don't know. It's gonna be hype.
Yeah, okay.
It's gonna be hype. I feel like Splatoon 3 is gonna become one of my regular multiplayer games we play on stream. So yeah.
Possibly Mario Kart as well.
Obviously. Mario Kart always. I feel like I'm currently gonna rotate through Splatoon 3, Smash, and Mario Kart for sure.
Oh yeah, and just one last thing about Splatoon 3 was the fact that they do have the OLED model for it. And it looks so good. Jesus, it's so tempting.
I've never been tempted to buy another Switch when there's 3 in this house already.
It's tough.
Oh my god.
We must remain strong, brothers.
We must remain strong. We must remain strong.
Ooh. They expect one of us in the wreckage, brother.
Oh my god. Mark, do you run a regular Switch or a light?
Regular.
Nice. As God intended it.
Balance,
yes, indeed.
as everything should be.
Good balance, as everything should be.
Because Justin, you don't even run an OLED, huh?
I don't run OLED. I do have a Switch Lite. And I just have my launch Switch.
Nice.
Which has been working perfectly well. Except for, you know, the drifts from both Joy-Cons eventually.
Yeah.
But we fixed that. And the purple color.
Once you go OLED, you can't go back. It's pretty good.
Yeah. I can only imagine.
The OLED is so nice. As like a actual upgrade to portable, it's great. It's fantastic. It doesn't do jack shit for TV play, but
yeah, that's the big thing. For dock play, it's kind of the same actually.
It literally doesn't do anything
except
for
the
play.
dock itself.
For portable play, goddamn, games look fantastic on that screen. And it also feels nicer too. Like you're holding something premium when you're playing it portable. Yeah, it doesn't do jack shit on the TV.
Yeah. So
that's I get it. You know what I mean? Like that's fine. I'm a slut for my Switch, so I felt like it was time for me to finally upgrade like my launch Switch. That's why I bought the OLED.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, we're talking about the OLED was like literally last year, so
yeah.
So that time between, it's like anything could have happened, and also it just feels like a worthy upgrade.
And for me, it feels like an upgrade, especially if you're going to go 5 years. You know what I mean? So yeah,
I do like that choice though.
Yeah, and it's really not expensive either. It's only $50 more. That's what made it fine for me. I was like, oh, okay, it's not $100 upgrade; it's a $50 upgrade.
Yeah, it's not like a Series X or a 4 Pro.
No, nothing like that. But I think that's about it. Oh, you know what? One more quick thing. PSVR 2 is confirmed for early 2023 now. Got delayed.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what they have in store.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna get it because it's part of my. I like to have everything as part of the ecosystem. So like,
okay.
If I have my PS5, I'm gonna have PSVR 2 for those games. That's just how it is.
That's understandable.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the podcast. Yeah. And then we can discuss further about like the co-stream just a little bit.
Yeah. So the co-stream it's gonna be on my channel, right?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So co-stream is gonna be on my channel. It's gonna be on twitch.tv/motionman64. It's currently 4:30, so let's say 4:45.
4:45. Okay.
15-minute break in between this.
Okay.
15-minute intermission.
Yeah, good 15-minute break while I set up everything on the screen going forward, and then yeah. Like I said, twitch.tv/motionman64. You can find it on this channel's like recommended list.
Yeah, I
should be on there. Yeah.
I'll also just host as well. So
yeah, so there's gonna be a host on there. Yeah, and we're gonna play until whenever we feel like we're done.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you want me to be set up over here? because it's starting to get in between like here and like dinner time, and then like later in the evening we choose to go that far out.
That's an interesting way to do it. I mean, I do have the extra TV right here.
That would be kind of sick.
I mean, we could just be here at the same time. I mean,
Yeah.
but we wouldn't be able to hear your commentary. Oh, well, kinda. You can always just walk out to the screen.
Yeah. Well, it'll be an improvised upgrade. You'll have kind of like what I have currently set up here, and just like have different mics in different like locales, and you might see my head like on your screen, just in the back.
Yeah, just in the back. Yeah, it'd be something like what we used to do at the office. Like,
or I'm just like right next to you with the handheld control.
You could always do that too. Something like, I know that when we used to play Splatoon 2 early days, I used to go to friend's house and I would just literally have my Switch, it's not even docked. I would just literally have it in front of me, like plopped up, and I would have a Pro controller and I would just play Splatoon 2 like that, headphones on, just going.
It's just like the commercial way back when.
Dead ass. It was great. It was awesome. Like, we used to just sit on the kitchen table and everybody just had their Switches up like that, and we were just going. And we would all play the Splatfest together in a team.
That's great.
That's exactly how it was done. It's great. So I don't know. It's up to you. But yeah. Okay. I guess we can it'll be on twitch.tv/motionman64.
Okay. All right.
And then
all right. And with that, we'll go ahead and call it here. So thank you guys so much for tuning in for this episode of DangIT Podcast. This has been episode 425. My name is Justin.
Mark.
And I'm Philip.
And thanks for watching, everybody. #bye, everyone.